Hey, what up, everyone? I'm Sinnycool, and this is EverQuest Project 1999. And today we are on the green server. On the level, I don't know, what am I? I'm level 18? 18 wizard, I think? It showed there a second ago. Um, yeah, we are on the 18 wizard. We're outside of the Warrens in Stonebrunt Mountains. And this time we are going to go back into the Warrens and do a camp we haven't done yet. The idea was, we played the Shadow Knight last time, fighting Geonids and Awakening Lands. So I wanted to play the Wizard this time just to mix it up. And the last time we were on the Wizard, we were in, I think, Stonebrunt soloing, or at the Kobold camps in Stonebrunt duoing. So let's go back into the Warrens. We have been in the Warrens before. We did the jailer, the trainer, the food master. We did the prince. Uh, the pit fighters, and it's kind of we've done all the areas we can do on that side of the dungeon, so now we're kind of on the Stonebrunt side, which is a little bit higher level, but we're also leveling a little bit, so we decided we're going to fight kind of near the zone line of Stonebrunt and see what we can do there. So we haven't been in that side yet. So, yeah, right now I'm selling, getting ready for everything. I think we can skip ahead a little bit here. It's a lot of selling, going to town, meeting up, going back to Stonebrunt. So let's skip ahead a little bit. This is me in Aruden, me running back to Payneal, me entering the Warrens. I guess I could show you the way to Stonebrunt. A problem you're going to have in the Warrens if you're trying to get to Stonebrunt is that some of the kobolds do see through invis. It's not until you get closer to Stonebrunt, though, and it's kind of like right before the zone line, usually. So you can kind of hightail it for the zone line once you get seen. As long as you know where you're going, like look at the map before you start and know exactly where you're going to go once you get seen, or you can con everything you see along the way and like know when it's going to happen ahead of time. But it's left wall strats from the zone line, pretty much. I mean, if you're looking at the map, if you stick your left shoulder on the left wall and just keep going, you're going to make it to Stonebrunt. You just got to be weary of Mighty Bearpaw, the Cave Bat Lord, and some kobolds that see through invis. This is that one spot where I tried to solo previously. This is where the bats kind of start. I want to fight bats, but the ones that we saw were near the Cave Bat Lord, and he was red, so I didn't want to mess with those. But I guess we could look for some other ones that aren't near him. Right here, stuff's green. I think it starts to get blue right about here. Like once you go into this building, like right there, you see. So this would be a decent spot. I think we need to be in this building. Like we've done everything in the Warrens except for the diseased room, and then like right here-ish. So I think next time we might go like right here-ish. But we do fight a named, and we camp a named in this one that I didn't even know that we would be able to do. And it's near the Stonebrunt zone line. So we're kind of like, we zone into the Warrens from Stonebrunt. And then we're just creeping along, seeing what we can see. And we come upon a named. And it was yellow, but everything else around it was blue, and we tried it out, and you guys are about to see what happens. Like, we do have not everything goes super smooth. There's the Cave Bat Lord, by the way. He does not see through invis, so none of this stuff right here. You gotta look for this little hallway. I know I call everything little, but it is kind of little. It's hard to find sometimes if you're, like, there's Mighty Bearpaw. He's red. He doesn't see through invis either, but some of these kobolds, like right around here, I got lucky and I don't think anything saw me. But sometimes, like near this zone line, they will see through invis. But I made it just fine. I'm sitting at the zone line. That's the zone line right there to Stonebrunt. I think Trey, who we're going to be duoing with today, on his Necro, he's level 19. I'm level 18. He thought that I soloed in between and got 19, but I didn't. But it still works out because he's Ixari has a 20% penalty. It's probably better if the Necro is a little bit higher level anyway, just for safety purposes. But I think he's on the other side of this zone line, so I go ahead and zone out so we can meet up. He needs me to, I think, give some coin to his other character or something like that. So I'm going to put it in 2 times until we get going. I was just showing you the way there, so I wanted to slow it down a little bit, but right here I'll speed it up. Probably going to do about an hour today, breaking into this camp. And then once we like kind of settle in, it's kind of like, it's one of those things, like, you know, when we did the Prince, we were always kind of like living on the edge and like just right ahead of it, kind of keeping our head above the water. It's kind of like one of those, like we're never super comfortable in there. There's always like, we're always on 20, 30 mana, missing some health, the pet's super low, and then something attacks us from a hallway and adds, and then our stuff spawning in like 1 minute, and we don't, you know, and then it pops, and then we like have to. It's pretty cool, like with the Geonid. Well, kind of with the Geonids, we weren't super on top of it, but we were kind of sitting in a spot where we were safe, and we didn't have to worry about stuff popping on us all of a sudden. And but with this one, we're like in the fire, and stuff is popping around us, and we're just ahead of it, and we're keeping our head above the waters. We do have to, you'll see, it gets pretty crazy in there. He's trading some of his coin from his Necro to his Druid. His Necro's Ixar, way over here on this side of the world. He has no friendly faces, so anytime that I can help him out like that, I will. And he has multiple characters that he can bring over, and I can give stuff to from his other characters. But I have been playing Quarm in between, and I'm probably going to talk about that in here a little bit in case y'all aren't watching that. I'm assuming if you're watching the P99 stuff, about half of y'all probably aren't watching the Quarm stuff. So sorry to those of you who have been watching and already know all of these things. But I've been playing in between, and there's been some, you know, I've done some sessions that you guys don't know about either. So be a little bit of new information, a little bit of old information probably for some of y'all, but yeah, I've been playing Project Quarm, and would I recommend it to somebody that's playing P99? I haven't played it long enough yet to like say definitively whether I would recommend it or not yet, but you know, for the people that don't play it, that are playing P99, I feel like a lot of people think it's just like super easy. So why would you play Quarm? If you're enjoying P99, why would you play Quarm? It's just like super easy P99, right? It's not exactly the case. It's not as easy as you would. You can make it easy. I think with Quarm, I get it too, because I'm right there with you. I'm not trying to defend it or anything like that. I'm just saying, if you do play Project Quarm, it doesn't have to be easy. You know what I mean? You could play hardcore, you can play solo self-found, you can not take stuff from people, you can not use all the quality of life stuff. Like, it doesn't force you to do any. I mean, like, you can't help but to get extra experience and stuff like that, and it some of the quality of life you can't help, so it is going to be easier no matter what, but it's not like the hero's journey easier, you know what I mean? It's, if you want to, you can make it feel like EverQuest. You can do hardcore, you can do solo self-found. I'm doing neither one of those things, and it still kind of feels like EverQuest to me. Like, I'm not leveling up in an hour, right? It still takes time to level. If you're looking for certain things, if I'm trying to do tailoring, I'm doing a Vashir Beast Lord on Project Quarm. So I'm in Charval, I'm in Luckland. I have no idea what I'm doing. It feels like playing EverQuest all over again. I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm doing quests. I'm figuring stuff out for the first time because I have no idea what I'm doing. And um like, I need certain things for tailoring, and I got to kill certain enemies, and they're not just dropping it like hotcakes. Like, it takes forever sometimes to get the stuff I need, and then I combine it together and it fails. And like, it's still EverQuest, y'all. It's not horrible. I'm not like trying to convince you to play it or anything. I'm still gonna play P99 probably. I'm gonna try Quarm. I'm gonna play Quarm for a while, but I might do a hardcore or solo self-found after I do my first character. Like, planning on playing it for a little while, but I don't foresee it like, I don't think I'm going to be playing that instead of P99 ever. I think P99 is my game. Unless Monsters and Memories just totally blows me away, I can't see a game that would replace P99 for me. And especially if one day Green and Blue combine, merge, or they start a new server. Like if green and blue merge, that'd be great. I think I'd be happy. What's the reason that they don't? Like, what do you guys know? Like, is it because the people on blue don't want the people on green coming over? Or is it the people on green don't want the stuff from blue coming over? Or what's the deal? Like, what's the reason they don't just merge it already? Like, I think, like, I don't think I'm not pushing for it super hard. Like, I kind of like just being on green and not having all the stuff from blue over on green. But I feel like at a certain point, there's not as many. Like the blue population is pretty low right now, right? So those people would merge with green, then that'd be cool. And it's not like they're a bunch of patches ahead or anything anymore, right? Like we're pretty much caught up at this point, aren't we? I don't know. I don't know the reason, but blue definitely has like a lot more. Like the prices are probably lower. There's a lot more stuff out there. They've been playing for longer, and so like if they merge together, prices would probably go down. Stuff would be more plentiful. And that's probably the reason. There'd be more guilds, more competition for raids, and I think that's probably the reason. But none of that affects me for real. If prices go down, that'd be great for me. Like I wouldn't care. I'm more of a solo, duo, exploring type of dude right now. Not opposed to raiding one day or any of that, but all right. So we zoned in. We're starting to kill. We're looking around. We got to find our spot, though. Right now, we don't know what we're doing. We're just kind of creeping around, killing stuff. I'm letting him lead the way. He's one level higher than me. He's a necromancer. I'm just going to throw some direct damage when I can. Maybe damage shield his pet when I can, stuff like that. It kills radiation onto the pet. It does last a little longer now, obviously, because I'm a little bit higher level, but still kind of wears off too fast for me. It's kind of annoying to keep reapplying it. I wish it lasted like at least 4 minutes or something, but I feel like it lasts like 2 minutes. So we're just pulling. This stuff is kind of like greenish. Yeah, that one's green. We're just kind of trying to find a spot. We're getting experience for those. That's one difference on Quarm. If something's green on Quarm, it does not give you experience. Like if it's going to give you experience, it's like the light blue. But yeah, but that's the first thing I got to say about Project Quarm is like it doesn't have to be easy if you don't want it to be. Like some of the stuff, yeah. Like if you do solo self-found in hardcore and you don't use zeal and you don't um do anything extra, if you just like load it up the way it starts out and you do solo self-found in hardcore, it feels almost like P99. It's pretty close. So the reason that it gets so much easier is because of all the add-ons that they allow, all the quality of life that you can put on your game and stuff like that. And that's what people end up doing, and then that's what makes it super easy. Not It is easier, but just by a little bit. And then it's all the stuff that people do after the fact that they're allowed to do. And I get it if you're playing on that server and you're trying to be like hardcore solo self-found, you're trying to play it like EverQuest, and then everybody else is doing like all these, and it's like kind of annoying. Like there was we were looking at the bat area. We kind of decide against it. The cave bat lord is gonna come if we try to pull anything. So I did notice there's a little hallway back here. So we got the mighty bear paw, we got the cave bat lord, but there's another way. You can go towards the bat lord, you can go towards the mighty bear paw, but there's another way you can go, and that's the way we end up going. So we head back towards the zone. There's this little duck off right here, and this is Huntmaster Furgrl's room. And Huntmaster Furgrl is level 20. So he's only yellow to us. Something saw me as I was going in there, but that's fine because we only got one. So this is the camp we're going to try. And the complication with this camp is that this hallway we're standing in right now, a bunch of pathers near the zone line, like 3 or 4, and it's 6-minute spawn. So while we're trying to fight our way into this room, stuff is spawning behind us and pathing and running back and forth in this hallway that I'm standing in right now. So we're like slowly creeping our way towards the room, trying to pull the room, and stuff is popping behind us. And So, but eventually we get all the way in the room, and then we don't have to worry about this hallway as much. But the fight to get into the room is kind of the most interesting part. Once we're actually in there, and we are kind of barely keeping our head above water because there is four blues in here. So we're just creeping a little bit into the room, killing this watcher, whacking it with my stick. Sometimes I'll do that when I want to preserve mana. If something's easier, like it's green or it's already half dead or something like that, or if I'm trying to meditate but I want to help, I'll jump up and just whack it with my stick. Boom! I'm looting everything. We split the loot at the end. We're almost in the room. I'm like sitting at the very edge of the hallway, the entry to the room. There's Huntmaster Furgrl. He's flanked by a greater shaman and a huge kobold, and then there's another one that we can't see. If you look to that, you see that wall to the right there? It's like right here. There's another one in there that we don't even know about yet, but 4 spawn in this room. So right where we're sitting, 1 spawns, then there's one here, and then one like on the right side of where we're sitting. And then of course him, but he's a 48-minute spawn. So it's exactly like the Prince room. The named is almost an hour long, but everything else in the room's like 6 minutes. So you gotta remember, you gotta kind of keep track when the named is gonna spawn, because the room will pop super fast and there's just enough, and it's like you're barely staying ahead of it, and then all of a sudden the named will pop, and if you're not in the right spot for it, you could get into some trouble. Wonder what all is linked? Well, you're about to see. I'm gonna root one and we'll see what comes. It's usually how we do it. And the zone is pretty close behind us, like I was saying here. If everything comes all at the same time, we can just turn around and do right wall strats. Yeah, so Quarm, if you don't enjoy patching P99, you had trouble installing P99, that type of stuff annoys you, it wasn't easy or anything. Like installing Quarm, I got the job done, but it did take me way too long, embarrassingly long to do it. And it was frustrating and it made my blood boil. And, people will make fun of you just because you couldn't figure it out, but, it isn't easy. If you're like me and you're not like super tech savvy with like computers just piss me off. Like they're not like I can figure it out. If I had more patience with it, it wouldn't be as hard as it is. But my blood starts to boil, I get irritated, I want to pound on the keyboard and jump out the window, and that kind of makes everything worse. I'm just like, why is this not working? So it's kind of like one of those things. It was a little bit harder because there's just extra steps involved, it feels like. And then once you get the freaking game installed, they want you to install other stuff too. And they want you to sign up for stuff. And, it's not as bad as I'm making it sound, but it is worse than P99. Like, literally, because it wouldn't run on my old laptop. So if you got to have something decent, just not horrible, probably. P99 would run on a horrible laptop, like a brick. P99 probably run on a brick, but Project Quarm will not run on a brick. And that was my first problem. That's why I didn't play it a long time ago, is because it wouldn't work on my last laptop, and I just got this one less than a year ago. And then just anytime I have to patch P99, it annoys me, and I always figure it out, but it always takes me a little bit too long. It always frustrates me a little bit. So, like, installing a whole new client, a whole new everything, like I said, if you're a P99 person and you want difficulty, it's not bad, you know what I mean? Like, it's not as easy as you would think, and it's EverQuest for sure. And if you do like I did a Vashir Beast Lord where I'm in a completely new area that makes the game feel fresh a little bit. If you go straight to Freeport and make something, or Kanos, or somewhere you've been before, like, it might not feel different enough, and then you might just be like, oh, this is just easier P99, But if you do something in Luckland, it could feel, quite different. I'm kind of glad I did it at first. I was like, ah, man, I should have done this instead of the Beast Lord. Like, why am I doing this to myself? But now I'm like, well, it makes it more interesting. It makes me kind of want to play it because it's something different that I can't do on P99. So I think you guys were right about playing the Beast Lord, especially Vashir. But the problem is, the other problem is with P99, you have the P99 wiki, and it's like, I used to think like, oh, this wiki, it's down all the time, and some of the information's wrong, but I now I appreciate it so much because there's nothing for Quarm. Like, people will say there's this or that, there's PQDI, and there's the TAKP, blah blah blah, and none of it's perfect though for Quarm because Quarm's in this weird middle ground. So if you're looking for guides for Quarm, it's going to be tough. You're going to have to either use P99 wiki or current day stuff for EverQuest, and neither one of them is going to be perfect. So that was the other frustration. So installing the game was annoying, and then you just have to keep signing up for stuff and doing stuff, and then even once you get on there, people are like, you got to do this now and this now. It's like, when's it all going to stop? Am I going to have to keep installing things? And eventually, I guess, it'd be done with, but I hate doing that stuff. Eventually, though, once you get Zeal and once you get the Project Quarm Plus or whatever it is, like, I feel like you don't have to do anything at all after that. But it's just a lot of steps to get to that point. And if you get frustrated like me, you're like sick of it after the third step, and there's like 3 more steps after that to be playing it like everyone else is. Seems like everybody on there has Zeal, which is a UI, I guess. And I don't have it yet because I'm just, I don't know, I built up about a month worth of frustration installing it. Look at all this stuff we got. Holy cow. I don't know where it all came from, but it's a lot. So I start rooting. Trey's doing okay, but he can't survive forever. So I bring these two towards the zone line and I start rooting them, knowing that I might have to duck out, but at least not everything's on Trey. Really not sure where all that came from. Probably the hallway, because there's only like 4 in that room, so the hallway must have repopped and then joined in. He's got Huntmaster Furgrl we did kill. Doesn't really have any great loot, so even though I don't think we get to loot this corpse, it wasn't amazing anyway. Trying to knock down this pack leader. I'm pretty sure I'm going to have to zone, but trying to help Trey get a little bit closer to the zone before I take off. I say zone, kind of waiting to make sure he's going to get there, and then I zone out. So you see, we didn't just, destroy this camp and wreck it. I like doing that kind of stuff, though. It's difficult. I know I'm not 100% sure we're going to be able to do it or not, but I'm confident in our abilities, and eventually we get in there. But we're working our way in. I said we try again. So yeah, I think what happened was we were fighting our way into the room. Well, okay, so we were at the zone line, right? So we start killing near the zone line. We kill one, we kill the next one, we kill the next one. We go towards the bats, we look at that, we look at the cave bat lord. And then we go and we look at Mighty Bear Paw, and then we're kind of staying in there for a second, and then we go to the Huntmaster Furgrl area. So all the time it took to figure out which way we were going to go and like to start trying to break into Huntmaster Furgrl's room, like when we killed that first one, it boom starts on a 6-minute timer. Kill that second one, boom, 6-minute timer. So by the time we were standing in Huntmaster Furgrl's room and about to pull him, the stuff that we had killed first was respawning. So when I rooted the one and Huntmaster Furgrl came, by the time we were like, killing him, by the time he was dead, like stuff behind us was spawning, and with a yellow running at us and something rooted and then rooting something else and backing up a little bit, I think the hallway stuff ended up seeing us and it joined in, and it was 2 or 3 of them. So now we got Huntmaster, the ad that I rooted, and then like 3 joining in behind us. So we had like 5 total. We kill Huntmaster, and now we got 4 on us. I take 2 to the zone line, I root them. Trey's fighting the other 2. He kills one of them, but then it's like overwhelming at that point. My root breaks off of one near the zone line. Now we got 2 on us and 1 rooted, and we're low on HP and mana, and at that point we just had to zone it. But we killed, how many was that? Like 5? We killed 2 of them? Something like that. Yeah, the wiki was acting up while we were trying to do this. I was trying to look it up, see what he dropped and everything, and was acting up on me. But I do appreciate it anyway, you know, like it's decent. It's better than Project Quarm, which has no wiki, pretty much. Wish someone would make one. All they would have to do is probably take the P99 wiki and add on to it. You'd have to change a few things probably, but you could take the whole P99 wiki, everything would still apply pretty much to Project Quarm, right? And all you would have to add is Lucklin and Pop, or whatever the two expansions are. I still don't know. Definitely Lucklin. I think it's Planes of Power, right? So all you'd have to do is add that stuff onto it, which I think would be easier than taking like the other way around and taking stuff off the other one, you know? So take the P99 wiki and add on Lucklin, add on Planes of Power. And you would have to have Beast Lord and Vashir and all the zones and quests and bestiaries and all that stuff from Lucklin and Plains of Power zones. And it probably wouldn't even be that difficult to do, but you know, what am I saying? Because I'm never going to do it. I can't do it. I'd be too frustrated. All right, we're kind of just sitting here, so let's speed it up till we're ready to go back in. Try to break into this camp again. But yeah, that's basically like so far. I started very frustrated. If you want to go check it out, part 1, I'm super frustrated. Part 2, there's still a little bit of that. By part 3, I'm playing the game. I'm having fun. So, and I think part 4 is going to come out tomorrow. And I have my pet now, my Beast Lord. I know the starting city a little bit better now. I've kind of gone to adjacent zones now, kind of figured some of that out. Still kind of trying to figure out tailoring. It's like with tailoring, a lot of it's like find spiders and get spider silk and combine spider silk together to make this, so you can make silk swatches, so you can use a pattern with the silk swatches and make whatever and skill up until you're trivial. And problem with Lucklin is there's weird different things. It's not spider silk, it's like shadeling silk, and I don't know if you can take like shadeling silk and make that into armor or not, because you can't find it anywhere on the internet. So I like try to combine stuff in my tailoring kit and it just never works. And my tailoring skill is stuck at like 21 and I can't get it any higher because I don't know what to do. So it's almost like I need to go to classic zones, just do the look at the P99 wiki and just do tailoring. But I don't have enough plat to get a teleport. So I got to build up plat first, and by the time my tailoring gets up to where I need it, I'm going to be level 20 something and not care anymore about whatever quest I was trying to do. It's a conundrum. I can either like go to like Freeport or something and up my tailoring a little bit and then go back to Lucklin, or I can just try to figure it out in Lucklin. And then you ask people on Quarm and they have no idea either. Like so far, anybody I've asked, they were like, I don't know either. Like I can't figure it out either, you know? I was asking them like, how do I use the skinning knife? They give me a skinning knife. This is one example of how it goes. Like you do a quest and like you're on step 4 of the quest and the dude says, here's a skinning knife. Go find a medium quality whatever hide and use the skinning knife on it to get a strip out of it. And so he gives you the skinning knife and he says, go get the hide. And he doesn't really tell you where to get the hide or what to get the hide off of, but he does tell you he wants a medium hopper hide. So you're like, okay, I need hoppers. So you have to go like a zone over, kill certain hoppers that actually drop those hides. Get one, and then it's like, how do I do this? I got the hide, I got the knife, what do I do? You right-click on the knife, it does nothing. You right-click on the hide, it does nothing. You pick up the knife and try to do something with the hide, it does nothing. You pick up the hide, you try to do something with the knife, it does nothing. Turns out you got to take the knife, put it in your tailoring kit, take the hide, put it in your tailoring kit, and then hit combine. And I did that, and it said nothing. It said didn't work or something like that. I'm like, okay, is that the way I'm supposed to do it? I don't know. It said it didn't work. So then, just dumb luck, I just try it again, and it ends up working, like, in the tailoring kit, even though there was, like, no signs that I was doing it right. Just because it actually did something, I was like, oh, well, I'm going to try that again, I guess. But it wasn't like, hey, you tried and you did the right thing, but it just failed because your tailoring's too low. It didn't say anything like that. It was just like, you suck. You know? You're an idiot. You suck, you're an idiot. That's what it said. I'm like, am I doing it right? Is that the right way to do it? Do I just got to try again? It should say something like, you failed, try again, or something like that. I don't know. Because the wording of it was like not clear that I was doing the right thing and I just failed. So then I ask a person after I finally like put the skinning knife and the hide into the tailoring kit and hit combine, and then it just says you're an idiot and you suck. And I'm like, okay, is that working? Is that what I'm supposed to do? I don't know. And I ask a person that's running by that's like 5 levels higher than me, that's also a Beast Lord Vashir. I'm like, hey, did you do this quest? And what do I do with the skinning knife? And how do I use it? And they're like, I don't know. I'm just as lost as you are. I'm like, oh shit. So then I figure it out. I'm like, I have to kill Hopper, kill Hopper, kill Hopper, kill Hopper. Finally get another medium hide. Because it destroys it in the kit. If it doesn't work, so you have to go get another one. So I put the knife in, I put the hide in. All right, we got to put this on one time, sorry. We're fighting our way back in here. We are right where we were last time. Fighting our way back into the room. The person's like, I don't know, I'm just as lost as you are. And they were like I was level like 7 or something at the time, 7 or 8. And they were like level 15 or something like that, and they didn't know. Then I asked another person, shout out to Kakua, by the way, aka Zero. They got back on Quarm for the first time in a long time, just because I'm on there, I think. They saw me playing a Vashir Beastlord, and it inspired them to also play one. So I was talking to them in the game for a while. First person that's contacted me on Quarm, shout out to Kokua, aka Zero. But I was talking to them, and they're like, I don't know either. They don't know either. And they played Quarm, I think. Pretty sure. So I guess I need to get Zeal, because I think Zeal will be a little more hand-holdy, and it'd probably be less confusing if I get Zeal. But it's just like I'm over like installing things. Even if it's easy, like I'm over it. I have the game installed, I'm playing the game. Can I just freaking play the game and record it at this point? No, you gotta install this and this still. Like, geez Louise. So I'm taking a breather. I'm decompressing a little bit. I'll install Zeal, I promise, because everybody's saying freaking install it, freaking install it. You have to install it. It's not Project Quarm unless you install Zeal. It's not Project Quarm, everybody, unless you install the client, do the patches, sign up for the Discord, sign up for another message board, get Zeal, and get Quarm Plus. It's not Quarm unless you do all 6 of those things. You can't just install it and play it. You gotta do like 3 extra things on top of it. For some people, they probably did it in 5 minutes. It's probably super easy. And they're like, what are you complaining about, dude? But you got to remember, not everybody's like that. And some people are like me. And I think more people would play Quarm if it wasn't like that. If it was a little bit easier. If it just came with Zeal installed. Or if it just came with Quarm Plus installed. Or if it was a little bit easier to figure out instead of... What I would recommend is just look up a guide before you do it. Like, invest a day into figuring it, like looking at guides and stuff before you try to do it. Because I just tried to force it without looking up guides, and I figured it out, but it wasn't easy. Yeah, it's no wiki, no good wiki, no like specific, not like 1-to-1. I'm playing this game, playing Project Quarm, and here's the wiki, and I can look stuff up, and it's easy. You have to like search hard if you want to find anything. If you're doing a quest, if you're trying to look for all your spells, it's not that bad, I guess. Like I got all my spells, and I had to look at like the current day EverQuest websites, I think, or TAKP or something like that. Like one of the spells wasn't on. I still haven't found one of the spells. It's like Flash of Light or something. Yeah, if you want to check it out, I'll be playing it tomorrow, I think. I'll probably play it today, record it today, and put it out tomorrow. But my Beast Lord's got his first pet. I'm level 9. I got my first spells. I haven't even tried my pet out yet. I'm going to some different zones now. I still have no idea what I'm doing with tailoring, but I'm trying to figure it out. I'm messing with some quests. Pretty neat. Then you see like a person pull up on a freaking horse all of a sudden. I'm like, whoa! It like scares the crap out of me. So on P99, that would never happen. Somebody freaking rolling up on you on a horse scares you. Like, oh, horse cock in my face. All of a sudden. I don't know what I'm trying to say. I'm trying to compare Quarm and P99. And I want to say on the one side, on the pros, it's not as easy as everybody makes it out to be, because it doesn't have to be. But it is easier so far by a little bit, even with no add-ons and everything. But with all the add-ons you can do, it definitely, like, just, you guys have seen it. Just like with your own eyeballs, like how quickly people get to level 60 on there. You've seen it with your own eyeballs, you know what I mean? Like, it doesn't take that long to get to max level. If you're playing it every day for 2-3 hours, I think a month or less, you could get to 60. I'm not like, I know people definitely do it. I'm not saying I can do it. I'm just saying I've seen people do it. It's not unrealistic. So I don't know, man. Would you want to do that? Like, I don't want to rush to 60, and you're like making yourself get bored faster. But we've almost got this room cleared out. But as soon as we clear it out, you know, stuff's going to start popping. 6-minute spawns, good Zim. Trying to do every camp in the Warrens, but I'm breaking it up with Quarm and with Shadow Knight, with going to Stonebrunt Mountains. Trying to, like, break it up a little bit instead of forcing the Warrens back to back to back to back to back on here. But we haven't been in here in a minute, so doing the Huntmaster Furgrl camp. I don't even know what else is left. We got to do the Bat Lord eventually, but he's red right now. We got to do Mighty Bearpaw eventually, but he's red right now. There is the Diseased Room, which is probably what's next. So we'll get to go back there and get revenge. And then there's a couple more areas. We're almost done with the Warrens, you know? Like, I feel like 3 more videos after this, probably be wrapping it up. Heading out of here. Maybe go to Kara or Roots Crossing or something before we totally leave this area. So I want to check those out. I think level 20 is pretty good for Kara, right? I don't want to, like, out-level it. But I do want to finish up the Warrens and maybe look a little bit more at Stonebrunt. One sec. Alright, we are in here. In the room. I don't know if I got stuff on the timer. I'm starting to get, like, the ads on a timer. Eventually, I just put Huntmaster Furgrl on a timer, I think. 48-minute spawn, you know? Alright, we got a Kobold Watcher popping. Pet beating it up. Trey stabbing it up. Blasting. Oh, I was casting Root, but I guess I decided against it. Now I'm just crushing it. Shock of Lightning, I get stunned. Going for the Lightning Bolt. Boom, 121. That's my biggest DD right now. So on the Wizard right now, we are... I think I ding 19 in this. I don't know if you guys are going to see it or not, but I ding 19 in this session. Once I get level 20, I start to get some self-teleportation. And yeah, like I was saying, our plans for the Wizard are probably after this, we'll go back out to Stonebrunt, do another camp out there, see what we can see. And then maybe come back in the Warrens, try the Diseased Room, and then, you know, either go see the rest of the zone or go to Kara Isle or something like that. That's the Wizard. What's up with the Wizard? I don't get, like, I don't think I can teleport other people until I get, like, level 24-ish, I think. So maybe 28. But I start getting self-teleport here soon, so we can see more of the world. As long as I don't, you know, I got to keep Trey in mind. But I do want to finish up this area. I want to see everything I can see before I leave this area, because I've seen everything else. I was thinking about that the other day, like as I play my Vashir Beastlord on Quarm, like where could I go that would be slightly different than I've been everywhere. The only place would maybe be Hallis, and that might be cool because there are barbarian Beastlords, so thinking about going to Hallis on my, but Hallis, like there's only a couple of zones over there. Like this is almost like being in Hallis. You know, we did Black Burrow and then Kanos and Karanas and all that. The only thing over there is like Everfrost and Hallis, right? And Permafrost. That's it. Like, and we've kind of seen a little bit of that on my Necro. We killed the Frost Giants, the Ice Giants, whatever they're called. I need to do that zone on my Necro. But yeah, then my Necro, like we just finished up Soul A. I think I did like a 3-part series looking in every nook and cranny of Soul A, which I thought was interesting, but you know, it is what it is. I don't know why, but views are kind of down lately. Please hit the like. Please hit the hype. You guys do the free stuff at least. That'd be great. We really need to double down on that. You know, the 50 like goal, we still haven't hit it, so no streams yet. We're pretty close on a couple of them. If you guys wanted to, like, the strat would be to go back to like the first video in March and like make sure you hit like on that one because that one's pretty close. But if you get hit like on this one, if we can get 50 likes, I'm gonna stream. I'm gonna stream P99 or Quarm or both. You know, if you guys want to see a stream, we got to get to 50 likes, and it's not a crazy. It's not like if I said 500 likes, that'd be crazy. It's like we don't hit that. We don't even get close to that. If I said 100 likes, that'd probably be crazy, but that'd probably be almost achievable. I mean, if we get 500 views on a video, asking for 100 likes, that isn't too bad. You know, that's only 20% of the people. But right now, we're struggling to get to 50 likes. I think the video almost has 500 views, and like it has like 40 something likes. It's like one button, man. Come on. I know, like, you aren't just turning it on saying this guy sucks and turning it off, are you? Not sure. I've kind of come around to the idea of doing the stupid face cam stuff eventually. Like, if I'm gonna do this, it's been 9 years now and I still haven't done it, but I think if I'm, you know, last Hail Mary, right? Before not that I'm giving up or anything, but I feel like this is the year where either things start going good or I have to just shift gears and kind of retire from YouTube. I gotta at least give it a shot, you know. It's probably not gonna happen anytime soon, but face cam probably coming in 2026. Just like, I don't know. Just like not a hero's journey guy or easy MMO guy. Like I'm not a face cam type of dude. I don't understand. I don't think it's like super needed, but everybody has it, so it makes everybody else think they need to have it, and I don't know. It's like why you really want to look at that dude's lips and eyes and stuff, like, but it is what it is. Everybody does it, so you kind of have to do it. You know, look at my lips and my eyes, look deeply into them. I don't know, but I gotta do it. I gotta try it eventually, I guess. It's not like I don't have a face reveal. Like my avatar is what I look like, but I guess you want to see what I look like on a day-to-day basis as I roll out of bed. Might make me more presentable overall. I don't know. Could be a good thing. Because everybody's doing, you know, nobody just rolls out of bed and gets on here. They're all doing it like Facebook pictures, where you take the best picture of your life, put it on Facebook instead of your day-to-day stuff. I'm in Hawaii partying. Meanwhile, they're in foreclosure, losing their car. But everybody on Facebook thinks they're rich and partying in Hawaii because that's all they post. Similar with live streaming. Like, you're not ever going to just roll out of bed and get on there. Not that anybody cares what anybody looks like, but if you, I don't know. They must care a little bit because everybody wants somebody to have face cam. I've never really cared. I watch a lot of people that don't do face cam, but and they're some of my favorite channels to watch. I kind of respect the fact that they don't feel like they have to do that. But anyway, I'm going to give it a try probably this year before I give up totally. But we're in this room now. We got it kind of locked down. We're killing stuff as it pops. I want to see Huntmaster Furgrl at least one more time before we. I'd like to see the ding too, but I don't know if it's going to be possible. I got to make a whole nother video today, trying to just give y'all the general idea of the Huntmaster Furgrl room. He's a ranger. He's level 20 ranger, so he can do a little bit of spells. There's two flanking the doorway where you come in. Like one spawns right where we're sitting, and one spawns right where we were previously sitting. Then there's two that flank the boss, and then there's the boss. So in this room in total, there's 5, but only 4 of them spawn every 6 minutes. And then Cuntmaster Furgrl spawns every 48 minutes. And then the hallway ones pretty much add. You're going to kill those two a lot of the time. They're really close, and they like to add. But you don't have to. Like, if you sit right here, you probably would never get the hallway stuff. Killing a Watcher. This is good experience. The Warrens is good experience. It's good Zim and fast spawns. So if you've never tried the Warrens before and you're like level 15 to 25-ish, it's pretty good. It's like way out of the way is the only problem. You got to ride a boat. You got to go to a Rudin, Toxilia. Out this way is the bats, so we don't ever go that way. The Cave Bat Lord, we can see them from here, but we never get close enough for them to see us. But it's kind of a good, as long as you sit, you could sit over here near the bats, as long as you don't sit close enough for the bats to see you. It's kind of a good spot. That way you're not near like a bunch of ads. It's where we were sitting at first is kind of near a bunch of ads. This might be the best spot to sit. I was thinking about sitting where Huntmaster Furgrl spawns. You know how like when we did the Prince, we were sitting outside of the room, and then we had to break into the room, and then once we got ahead of it, we kind of sat in the room. But then when the Prince was about to spawn, we kind of left the room to kill the Prince. It's similar to that, except for this room's a lot bigger, and you can just sit on the other side of the room instead of leaving the room completely. Pack leader just spawned. He's blue, trying to con stuff more, so you guys know exactly what we're fighting. Pretty much everything's blue unless it comes from outside of this room. If it comes from outside this room, it could be green. You see, I need it. I think I got like 3 bubbles in this sesh, at least. And we only played for, I think, like 2 hours-ish. And I think I got like a bub into my next level, too. I got almost an entire level off of this session. I was like 1 bub short, maybe. But yeah, that's the plans for the wizard. So previous to this, we did Stone Brunt, solo and duo sesh. Previous to this, we did the Prince, you know, the jailer, the trainer area, the pit masters, the pit fighters, whatever they're called. The food master. I did a solo at the food master. That was pretty cool. So we've done a lot of the Warrens. We came into the Warrens for the first time. So there's a lot of videos, a lot of content on the Warrens already. And all we have left is the diseased room, the bats, and the bear paw, which would probably be the same as the bats. But we're going to have to level a bit before we do those. Diseased room is going to be next. Well, another shot at Stone Brunt probably too, like I said. That's Wizard. Getting self-teleport soon. Kara Isle soon. That's your down low on the Wizard. The Necro, we just did all of Soleil. Looked in every nook and cranny. Did all the named, all the PHs. Took three parts. Before that, we did Najina. Took like 2 parts. Went all through there, got all the keys, killed Najina, got the robe, got the black Toma silver runes. I found a little like plat route where you get like these bracers that are 50 plat, and it was decent. Not amazing, but something. For that on the Necro, I don't remember what I was doing, but that's plenty. That's like 5 videos on the Necro. After Soleil, I have no idea what with the Necro. I'd really like to get a big buffer on 60. We need to explore, find our next target for explore. Maybe Upper Guck, maybe Lower Guck, Live Side, maybe Permafrost. Those are like, I need to take a look around High Pass at some point as well. Maybe Split Paw. If any of those pique your interest, let me know in the comments. Those are probably the options. Let's go deeper in Split Paw. Like do a every nook and cranny of split paw, or an every nook and cranny of permafrost within reason. You know, I think there's like a dragon in there and giants and stuff, but within reason. High pass maybe. I don't know if that would be interesting. I'm sure that's all turned out on YouTube. Like I think people go there all the time. Those are my ideas. Upper Guck, Lower Guck live side, stuff like that. Or I can just go level, find a new camp, get some experience on my Necro. Maybe I can go check out Valius, some higher level things in Valius on my Necro. See if I can solo Geonids or I don't know what. Go to zones I haven't been in yet in Valius. Exploring Valius is still out there. I haven't hit every zone. Even exploring Kunark, I don't think I've hit every zone in Kunark. I think there's like one or two I haven't been to yet. Then the Shadow Knight just did Geonids and Awakening lands. I kind of would like to park them there for a while and do those every once in a while. But also maybe Velcators. That'd probably be next. Velcators or something. Shadow Knight business. Level that. Try to get him to 60 eventually. But I'm doing it really slow. I don't really care. Trying to get him a bunch of good gear. I want to have like a super geared out Shadow Knight that's level 57 to where it's fun to level 57, 58, 59, and 60 instead of just getting to 60 and then like my Necro just, like I've said before, my Necro kind of just got to 60 and now he explores and does things, but he's not like super interested in getting like best in slot or I don't know. I do want to do solo challenges one day and stuff, and I probably have to get best in slot to do that, but kind of lost interest in improving my Necro once I got to 60, and I don't want that to happen with my Shadow Knight, because especially with a semi-melee, like, you gotta have really good... Like, my Necro is fine. He's really powerful. He feels powerful. He feels hard to kill. And he could be better, but it just doesn't... It's not as, like, rewarding. Like, on the Shadow Knight, to get a Fungi Tunic, to get a... You know, whatever would be way more rewarding because it would help a lot more. But with my Necro, he just feels hard to kill. He's already super powerful. Even if I get something really cool, it's just going to help like a tiny bit, not like a bunch. Like on the Shadow Knight would help a bunch. Enchanter business, I got to get back to that. I haven't played the Enchanter in a while. He's still like kind of stuck in Valius with nothing to do. And then I got Project Quarm. I got the Beast Lord. Gonna be using my pet for the first time. Trying to figure out Luckland, try to figure out tailoring, try to figure out my quests for my Beast Claw. Just trying to figure out that game in general. And then way down the line, we got Monsters and Memories. So that's kind of what's going on right now. The duo sessions are probably mostly going to be Wizard or Shadow Knight. The solo sessions are probably going to mostly be Necro or Enchanter. Maybe some Wizard, maybe some Shadow Knight. And then we got Project Quarm at least once a week. We got P99 every mother effing Wednesday, maybe twice a week. We got Quarm probably on Thursdays, but maybe twice a week. And then we got a stream if we ever get to 50 likes on anything. I'm going to have to reiterate the goal on my community tab or something. I forgot to say it at the beginning of this video like a dummy. Said it's exactly like the Prince Room pretty much. So stuff just popping on us, and as it pops and we kill it, we kind of move to the spot where it was, especially on this side of the room. Got a Greater Shaman. Pet's kicking some butt. Forget what Trey said. He gets I think at level 20 he gets a pet that can dual wield, which is cool. Gets a new Lich. He's gonna be pretty powerful. He's already doing great, but he's gonna be level 20 soon. That's where Necros really start to shine. Got two here, but we just killed the first one. We were fighting the first one. The second one joined in, but his buddy was already half dead, so we just finished off the first one. Instead of like brooding and stuff, we just killed it quick and move on to this one. I'm pretty low on mana, so I'm just hitting it with my stick. If it was like we pulled one and we're fighting it and I was this low on mana, I'd probably just be sitting there meditating, but since it was two, I wanted to jump up, and like Trey's health is on half. Mostly on my wizard, I will cast my biggest direct damage. I'll hit with my stick. I'll sit on my butt and mid. I'll use my second biggest nuke like every once in a while, but probably the least out of the ones I use. And then I use my lower level nuke sometimes that hits for like 70. I'll put shielding on. I'll put heat sight on for the video. And then I'll cast my damage shield on his pet. Sometimes. It's about all I'm doing really though. Sometimes I'm casting damage shield on his pet. Sometimes I'm using my biggest nuke. Sometimes I'm using my smallest nuke. Sometimes I'm rooting. Crowd control. Like I'm definitely crowd control, but I'm mostly just damage to make the fights go faster. Especially as we get higher level and he gets even more powerful, he's going to be leading the show, and I'm just going to be helping him solo quicker. It feels pretty much, and then I'll be able to teleport too. So he'll do his own crowd control pretty soon. He'll be pulling with Feigned Death, and he has Root eventually. He'll have a really good Root with Paralyzing Earth. He's never going to need mana. I'm always going to be low on mana, so eventually it's probably going to feel like he's soloing and I'm just throwing direct damage to make his soloing a little bit faster. He could help me kite maybe, like quad kite. Like he could snare and I could do be cool. We could do that maybe. I don't know if that would be cool or not, but we could try that one of these days, see if it works good. Once I start to get quad kite spell, I think I get those start getting those soon too. Like I could already have them, but I think they're research or something, so I don't have them. I tried to get them in the tunnel, but nobody had it. But I think I actually get one soon that I can buy from a vendor. And then eventually I'll get snare, but we could start doing it sooner because he can snare. But AoE snare is what we really need. I think that's what wizards end up getting. Pretty sure, right? Don't we get an AoE snare and that's the whole point? You AoE snare stuff and then you AoE blast them, quad them. It's sit where he spawns after next time we kill him, put him on timer, and just prior towards. There's actually 4 in the room. I thought there was 3, but there's 4. But Huntmaster Furgrl is a level 20 ranger. It's good experience in here, but not the loot's not so great. It's not bad. It's just like we're not. I don't know. I think we end up both getting like 20, 25 plat each. It's nothing crazy. Experience is really where it's at in here, but the loot not amazing. Feels like it could be good, but it's just not. I don't know. Because they drop like bronze and bamboo and all these weird weapons that sell for 3 plat here, and it's almost like fine steel, but they just don't drop it enough. And they don't drop anything else that's any good, so occasionally you'll get a nice weapon that sells for some plat, but they just don't drop them enough. So like, we fought here for at least 2 hours, and we only came out of here with like 50 plat total that we had to split. But the experience was awesome. I got an entire level pretty much. It was good. Boom! Bet you my faction with Paniel's pretty good, right? Isn't that part of the killing in here? Got an elite kobold up there on the other side. I'm at 50 mana. About 80 health. Need to get my wizard some more gear. I think I have a couple of things on my necker that I just haven't passed to him yet. I got that clicky staff that has 5 charges from EQ emulation, aka Havoc's. Got the translocate. I think I have like a couple of armor pieces too on my necro that I'm supposed to give to my wizard. It just wasn't like exciting enough to put in the effort to give it to him yet. I want to get some new pants on my Shadow Knight. I'm sick of being in a freaking diaper. But I'm really saving up for that crown. The Narandi is just taking forever because I don't know. I've been playing, but I've just been playing Quarm. I haven't really been like you see every like this is a duo with Trey on P99 right now. There was like a couple weeks ago where I was just not playing that much at all, and then I installed Quarm, and now I've been playing that. You know how it goes, like when you start a new character, you kind of get into it and you want to play it and you're excited to play it. It's kind of how I feel with the Beast Lord right now. So like every other night I get the itch and I want to play for a couple of hours after Mrs. Senny goes to bed or something. Like it's fun enough that even though I'm tired, I still want to stay up and play it type stuff. I don't know. Did I talk enough about P99 versus Quarm? I'll probably make a actual video on that one day once I just haven't played it enough to actually offer a really good opinion yet. I'm only level 9 Beast Lord right now. I don't have Zeal. I need to get Zeal and Quarm Plus and probably get to at least level 20 or something before I start really comparing and contrasting and giving advice and whatnot. But my first impressions were, man, it's hard to install, but not super hard because I did do it. Like, I can tell y'all it was hard, but you got to remember it's me, and I was able to do it. So that says a lot, too. Um, but just the fact that there's more to do after that annoys me. Like, it's like everybody was begging me to play it. Now I'm playing it. But then a lot of the comments are, you got to get this too and this too. It's like, oh my God, really? You didn't tell me that it was do this, 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 and then this, and this. But it's just me being complainy, I guess. I'm curious to see how much Zeal actually does. Is it gonna put maps on the screen and timers and tell me exactly what to do every step of the way? I probably just need to watch more. Like I've definitely watched people play it, but I don't really pay attention and like super like with the eye of I'm gonna play this. It's more just for entertainment. I'm just kind of listening and watching like it's EverQuest. I'm not like thinking this is Quarm. I'm thinking, oh, this is EverQuest, and this person's playing EverQuest while I'm watching. I'm not like thinking, oh, what's the differences between this and P99, and I need to pay attention here of what they're doing. I don't really watch it like that. I just watch it for entertainment, just listen and kind of watch it because it's EverQuest. But maybe now I'll watch it with more of an eye of, oh, I'm playing that game too. This is what they're doing. Maybe I should do that. But I really haven't been watching anything except for my own stuff and just random stuff that's not EverQuest. I did find like a tailoring guide on YouTube, but it wasn't great. I don't know. They always talk about like here's your guide for Luckland, for Beast Lord, for whatever, and then they're talking about crap in Classic. Like they want you to go to Karanas and fight spiders. It's like, dude, I want to know how to level tailoring without leaving Luckland. That'd be great. Is it just not? That's not how you do it. You can't do that. Like it has to be a way. I'm thinking it's all behind like certain quests, and I just haven't been able to push past those quests yet. And I've combined stuff and failed when if I had succeeded, maybe I would have a better idea. But I keep failing. And then the failing is in my head, it's like I'm failing because my tailoring's not high enough, but my tailoring's not high enough, and that's why I'm failing. But to get higher in tailoring, I need to succeed, but I can't succeed because my tailoring's too low. But if I don't get past this part of the quest, then I can't raise my tailoring. But I can't get past this part of the quest because my tailoring's too low. It's like, dude, how am I supposed to do this? I have to get a freaking free teleport to classic zones just to up my tailoring so I can come back and finally get it done. I'm starting to think maybe I have to kill worms, get shade silk, turn that to shade thread, And then maybe use the thread to make something else and combine it with the recipe. Which there's no recipes. There's Huntmaster Furgrl. Um, we'll watch me kill. We'll watch me and Trey kill him again, and then I might like scrub through until I'm close to dinging, and then we'll watch that. We're a good hour in, you guys. You know, it's pretty much the same. We're in this room. We're keeping our head above water. We're never like full mana, full HP. We're never like super on top of it, but we're on top of it enough that we're not running away or dying or anything. It's pretty exciting as far as when I was. Oh, he freaking resisted that. Sometimes I like want them to hit me because his pet's getting low, or I'm gonna try to utilize every bar that we have. Like we got my health, my mana, his pet's health, and his mana. Utilize all 5 bars. All right, we kill Huntmaster Furgrl, who's yellow and a named. We got 2 more on us. I'm gonna root this one. It's already rooted, but I'm gonna re-root it. I'm really low on mana, so I figure I'll just keep that rooted and let him kill the huge kobold. And me just keeping that one rooted is helping him by him not having to fight 2 at the same time here. I tell him I'm low on mana and I rooted the huge. And I'm hoping he can take care of that one. Look, man, I got like 10 mana. Not much I can do. I can throw like 1 root. So I do that. Re-root. Because what's the point if I don't keep it rooted? How am I helping if I let it break root and run at him? Stand up, start hitting with my stick to help finish it off. Boom. Alright, so now we got 1. We should be okay. That was a little bit hairy. It's like every time that Huntmaster spawns, we kind of get into where we're fighting 2 or 3 at the same time somehow. It's like almost impossible just to kill him by himself without something else. There's too many 6-minute spawns for you to be able to kill a yellow named without getting something else too. You're either going to get the thing that spawns right here where we're sitting, or you're going to get the left or right flank, or something from the hallway is going to join in. It's like always... There's something popping right there. Dude, there must be more than 4 in here. Got a hunting bow. He just doesn't really drop anything too good. Like, I think the best thing he drops is like a bow, like the forlorn bow or something, and it's not even worth too much or anything that's desirable. It might be for a quest or something, but... Well, as I was saying with Quarm, like, you'd think there'd be like a recipe that you could buy from a vendor where it would say exactly what you need, but that's not what happens. You have to kind of just know what you need. It's kind of annoying. I've never done trade skills before, though, so it's probably just the way it is. It's like, but you need a hat pattern and 2 silk swatches to make a patchwork hat, right? But there's no... You think there'd be like a recipe that would say that, like a patchwork hat recipe, this, and this, and then, but there's not. It's not like that. I think there'd be recipes somewhere you could look at, so you know exactly what to put into your kit and to combine to make that thing or not. But you just have to know. There's no recipes anywhere. You can't just go to a vendor and see some recipes. You have to just freaking know somehow. Like, how did people figure this out back in the day? I don't know. There might be something and I'm just missing it, maybe. But I feel like on WoW, it would be like a literal recipe, and it would say you got 0 out of 2 of this, and you got 0 out of 1 of this. And then if you had 2, it would say now you got 2 out of 2 of this and 0 out of 1 of this. Then once you got the other thing, it would say you have everything. Now just hit combine, and it would do it. And you would either fail or succeed. But on EverQuest, it doesn't tell you what you need at all, and then you combine it, and if it fails, you don't even know if you did the right stuff or not. Sometimes it'll say, hey, this isn't the right stuff. But sometimes you'll combine it and it just poofs, and you're like, was that right? I don't know. I guess if it poofs, it was right. But if it doesn't do anything and just says you can't do that, then it's not right. Because I've had so many things poof and not. I'm like, was that right? I don't know. I felt like that like a bunch of times with tailoring. Like I put things in the kit and I hit combine and it says, nope, that's not right. So I take stuff out, I put different stuff in, I hit the button. Nope, that's not right. I take stuff out, I put different stuff in, I hit the button, poof, it's gone. And it says something like, I'm trying to remember what the message is because it's not super obvious that you put the right stuff in and you just failed. It says you don't have the skills. It says your skills weren't hot. I don't know. It doesn't even say, it's not even that obvious. It says something about your skills weren't good or you weren't able to do that or something like that. It's pretty vague. I guess once I get going on it and I'll figure it out, but when you're trying to figure it out for the first time, like the message that you get when you put the right stuff in the thing, but it just didn't work because you got unlucky. Like the message for that is not super clear that you actually did the right thing and you just need to try again. The message is more like too vague to where you're like, I don't know, man. I think, because then that makes you not want to try it again because you're not 100% sure that you just did the right thing. So then you have to like push past that, like, oh, the feeling of I did something wrong because you failed. When I fail something, it's like, oh, I did that wrong. I should try something different next time. But no, you just need to try again the thing that you failed, and then maybe it'll work and maybe it won't. And a lot of the time, it's gonna poof again, and you're gonna feel like an idiot and like you're doing something wrong. But you just got to do it again, and eventually it'll work. And that's happening with my beast claws. I need like 2 claws, the gloves, and like a fastener. And the fastener you have to do a whole ass quest for. You have to go get 4 scorpion legs. You have to get a box from a dude, put the 4 scorpion legs in the box, combine them, give the box back to the dude, and he gives you fasteners. Then you have to have the 2 claws. So you put the 2 claws, the fasteners, and the gloves in your sewing kit, and you hit combine. And then you get the stupid message where everything just poofs and you don't feel like you did it. You're like, did I do that right? Maybe one of the things I put in was wrong. I don't know. It just poofs. And now you have to go do the whole quest again to get the fasteners again. You have to go get claws again. And by this time, you're probably killing green stuff to get the claws. So you're killing green stuff to get claws, you're killing green stuff to get scorpion legs, and then you have to do it all over again. You get the fasteners, you get the 2 claws, you go back, you turn it in, you get the fasteners, and then you put it all back in again, and you hit combine, and then poof, you fail again, and you don't know, am I doing the right thing or not? Maybe I'm using the wrong box. That's what I think. They gave me a stitching kit. I'm putting all this stuff in the stitching kit. Maybe I need to put it in a large sewing kit. Maybe I need to put it in a loom instead. But I don't know. It's like so many things you could be doing wrong. Is tailoring just too low? Is that what's wrong? Is my skill level just too low? And if it is, how do I up it without stuff just poofing and me failing and not upping it? Am I failing because my tailoring skill is too low? Am I failing because I'm putting the wrong things in the box? Am I failing because I'm using the wrong kind of box? Why am I failing? I wish it would just have a message, like more clear message of why I'm failing. Your tailoring skill is too low, therefore you failed and everything poofed. You're using the wrong container, therefore you failed and everything poofed. You just got unlucky, you did everything right, just try again, and that's why it poofed. And I think that's what the message is for real, but it's not super clear. So you have to keep doing something that feels wrong, have stuff poof, go get it again. Keep doing stuff that feels wrong, fail, have everything poof, go do it again. Do something that feels like you're doing it wrong and you keep failing at and stuff keeps poofing and eventually it actually works and you're right. I think. Because I still don't know. I could just be using the wrong kit. Do I need to just go get a large sewing kit, like a better kit, and then it would work? Do I need to just go use the loom and then it would work? Is my tailoring skill just too low? And if I up it, it'll work. But how do I do that in Luckland? I don't know. Because I don't know. I don't have any recipes. I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing. Anything that I can do is trivial now, and it doesn't up my skill at all. My trainer won't let me up my skill anymore. It says I have to go out into the field. It's so confusing, like as to I feel like I'm doing something wrong, but I don't know which thing I'm doing wrong. And then I might not even be doing anything wrong. I might just be getting unlucky. So it's so confusing. And then it's not doesn't tell you exactly what you need to do. It doesn't tell you why you're failing. It doesn't help you level your tailoring by telling you, hey, you should probably go do this and kill these enemies. And there's nowhere to look that stuff up either. On P99, you could probably just look it up. Like, oh, I need to kill spiders, get spider silk, combine it, make thread, combine the thread to get a swatch, take the swatch, combine it with the pattern. Boom, I got this. Make a bunch of those, sell them to the vendor until you get to this level, and then you'll be trivial. And by the time you're at this level, you can go back and do the Beast Claw quest and combine the stuff, and you should use this type of kit instead of this kit. None of that, though. It's all just poof. You failed. It feels wrong, but you got to keep doing it. Weird, like to keep doing something that you're failing at and it feels wrong and stuff's just poofing. And then you have to go kill greens to get more stuff so you can poof again and fail again. Like, it feels weird to like keep doing that. But I don't know. All right, we killed the Huntmaster again. How close am I to dinging? Because I want to see the ding, but I don't want to, like too much footage on here for this one. You know, it's the same old stuff. We're killing these. We're in this room. We do good. We're talking about Gems of War here. Talking about Gems of War there. Now, let's see here. Like maybe when I loot, we can see how close to level I am. Let's see the ding. We got to see the Huntmaster killed 2 or 3 times, and now we just need to see the level 19 ding. I think I get on video. He got like within a bubble. He had a little bit over a bubble left when we finished up. Like, it wasn't close enough to keep going, but he got pretty close. Oh, what a good, and there's 3 minutes until the Huntmaster. So we'll watch the Huntmaster one more time. But I did just ding 19. I do get like a whole nother bubble after that in this sesh. Bang. The Huntmaster spawning in like 3 minutes, so we might as well watch that. We'll finish up the rest of this footage. There's like 6 minutes left in this footage, so that'll be it for today after this. And like I said, if you want to check out Project Quarm, that'll be tomorrow. Most likely, as long as I have time today. It's almost 1 o'clock. I started this day so slow. I like curse myself every night. Like, you need to do better tomorrow. You need to do more tomorrow. And I don't know. I do a lot of stuff in the morning. Like, I got to get people ready and get people off to work and to school. And then it's like, once I get done rushing around and doing all that stuff, like, I can't bring myself to just go immediately. I kind of like have to chill out for a minute. And sometimes that just takes I chill for too long. But then I'll, you know, do some work. But then when I get done with that, it's like I eat lunch and then I feel like shit and then I do nothing again for like 30 minutes or whatever. I don't know. I waste at least an hour or 2 every day on I could be doing more stuff. I don't know. Kind of annoyed with myself lately. Can't get going in the mornings. I don't get enough sleep at night. I think that's the problem. But then it's hard. Like the dog takes up the whole bed and he won't. I don't know. I need to get him his own bed or something. I call him Doug Blocker because he'll block other things as well. He'll get in the way, and then he takes my spot in bed. If I have to get up and pee, he like lays right where and I'll move him, but sometimes you just don't feel like it. You're like, dang, took my spot again. I'm like laying on the very edge of the bed trying to get like 1 more hour of sleep. Eventually, I just get up and sit in my chair, and then I get shitty chair sleep. If I'm lucky, I get 4 or 5 hours in the bed. I think I'm like ruining myself by not getting enough sleep right now. I drink tons of water. I don't eat too bad. Like, I work out a little bit. I go on like 3 walks a day pretty much and stuff like that. But it's like my sleep is ruining me. I don't drink or do any, you know, I'm pretty healthy otherwise. I just need to get sleep. And sleep's like, you can be so healthy, like do everything else. But if you don't get good sleep, like you're screwed. And that's the one thing I'm shitty at right now is getting enough sleep. So I'm like every day I'm an irritated uh dummy, you know? When I'm not really. I just need to sleep. Like you might think I'm stupid or an a-hole, but if I would just get regular sleep, I'm actually pretty smart and I'm actually not a jerk. But I'm like running on 3 or 4 hours of broken sleep every day, so I'm a irritated a-hole dummy. That's freaking lazy in my opinion sometimes. Like I'm not even that. I don't feel lazy. I don't know. My body's definitely not lazy, but my motivation is pretty low. Like if somebody said, "Hey, do this," I would do it and I'd do it really good. But I'm not like my self-starterness right now, my motivation, like you being your own boss and like telling, like getting stuff done, like I don't know, it's not the highest right now, and it's mostly because of lack of sleep, I think. And it's hard to, even if I tell myself go to bed at this time and don't get out of the bed until this time, like sometimes it just doesn't work. Like still doing laundry or something else at night, or I fall asleep in the chair, or the dog's in my spot, or Mrs. Cinny can't sleep, so she's blasting her stuff, and then I can't. I don't know. The kids are being loud, but we killed Huntmaster again. He never really drops anything too good, but he's just something to sit on. He's a named. He's yellow. His room is full of blues. 6-minute spawns. Good Zim. So it was a good camp. I would recommend it, just like the Prince. If you like enjoyed the Prince, this is like one step. I didn't know Huntmaster, so when we tried the Prince, we were probably, in my opinion, we tried it like 1 or 2 levels earlier than I thought. You know what I mean? But that was fine. It was fine. So in the Warrens, if you're in a duo, especially a duo or more, if you're solo, yeah, don't try stuff when it's higher level than you. But in a duo, you kind of can at this level. Don't be scared just because you're level 18 and the named is level 20. Because it's worked out both times. We were able to handle the Prince. We were like level 15, he was level 17 or something like that. We were level 16, he was level 18, something like that, and it was fine. We were able to handle Huntmaster. He's level 20, we're level 18, level 19, it was fine. So don't wait until the named are blue in the warrants, because then all the other stuff in the room is going to be light blue or green, you know? So kind of almost have to fight the named when they're yellow to really get the most out of the camp, to get experience and be able to kill the thing and go after its loot. You should fight the stuff when it's 1 or 2 levels above you, which you're not going to keep doing that throughout the whole game. Like once you get to whatever zone, Mistmore, Split Paw, Carnors, you're not going to do that there unless you have a full group. But for now, it's fine to do. I think I end this pretty abruptly, so I'm going to go ahead and pause it and say my goodbyes. But remember, please, let's get one of these videos this month to 50 likes, and I will schedule a live stream for you. If it doesn't happen at all in March, I don't know, but it's got to happen in March. That's the goal. We can't just have this goal going on forever until we eventually get 50 likes. Like I want it to happen in a certain amount of time. I prefer if every EverQuest video got 50 likes, but I'm just looking for one right now, and it's been over a week and we still haven't done it. So I guess I don't know. It kind of makes me feel like nobody wants a live stream, but it is what it is. Live streams aren't easy, so I guess me not having to do it is fine, I guess. But yeah, if you want to live stream, go double check that you hit like on any EverQuest video, really. But the ones from March are the ones I'm looking at. I think it started with maybe the Shadow Knight versus the Geonids. It's right after the first Quarm video, so the first Quarm video doesn't count. That was from February. But anything after that video counts. And one of them's on like 42, 43 likes. I just need like 7 of y'all to go like it, and then we can do a stream. But I'm not doing a stream unless we hit 50 likes on one of these videos. That's the deal. But yeah, hype stuff. Do all the free things. Would really appreciate it. You know, I'm not asking for hundreds of dollars or anything. If you guys can just freaking hit the like and the hype and leave a comment and help me with some watch time, I'll appreciate it. And then if a couple of people, throw me a bone here or there, that'd be great. That'll keep the channel going, help me and my family, and I'd really appreciate it. But like, share, subscribe, consider joining. It helps a lot too. Get about the channel down below. And I'll see y'all next time, which will be, I'll see y'all next Wednesday for something for P99. But if you want to check out Quarm, I'll probably have it out tomorrow, Sunday at the latest, but probably tomorrow. As long as I can get that in today, which I'm hoping to do very shortly. But yeah, I'll see you then. Have a good one. You're the best. Peace out.